Everyone, my name is Aaron Rest, and this is a continuation of my previous video on RWBY, a theory on how Summer died. This is a video to explain more on how and why it was Tyrian that killed Summer Rose. Now, at the end of the last video, I explained how Tyrian seems to be Salem's assassin, almost hitman. He's the one she sends out when a job needs done, and it gets done, as can be seen when she sends Tyrian after RWBY. However, I do know that many people believe that Watts or Salem or Hazel could have been the one that killed Summer. I'm sure that some people probably would even say that Cinder could have been the one to kill Summer. Now, obviously, I don't think it was Cinder on account that I'm not sure she's that old. And Cinder clearly, at the end of Volume 3, did not expect RWBY to do the thing she did with her silver eyes, which clearly shows that she did not know about the silver eyes. Whoever killed Summer Rose will most likely have known about the silver eyes and would have done it. Probably to help Salem. It's pretty clear that Summer could have very easily been after Salem from the information we've gotten up to this point in RWBY, and that Salem very easily played a hand in Summer's death, but I do not think Salem dished the final blow, as I said in the last video when I said that Ozpin still seems to believe that Silver Eyes is the key to defeating Salem, hence his interest in RWBY. Well, obviously, that means Summer did not fail because Silver Eyes could not kill Salem. She failed because someone else killed her, and it wasn't Salem. I believe that in the battle that probably broke out when Summer is sent on this mission, and I don't think she went alone, Ozpin may have been there, may not have been there. It's possible either way. So, this big battle breaks out, and as I explained, Summer would be using the silver eyes, and she will be probably close to killing Salem. She will have Salem down. I don't know what Salem's powers are. I'm not sure anyone really knows much about Salem's abilities in that retrospect and aspect as terms of what she can and cannot do. We do know that she seems to be a grim human hybrid. I think, based off of what Raven said, that she actually is some type of grim. Raven referred to her as a grim queen. Now, obviously, the Silver Eyes is very effective against the grim. Would explain how Summer would be winning that fight. So, I don't think she froze Salem or anything like that, like what RWBY did to the dragon. But Salem is down, she's probably injured, and suddenly Summer gets struck by Tyrion's tail, just like Crow did. I think the poison immediately affects Summer, thus weakening her. I think Summer, whatever her weapon may have been, I'm sure it's some type of gun and something else, as almost everything in RWBY is. She probably fired off a few shots at Tyrian, shooting at him, but Tyrian is able to evade her and then maneuver behind her with his agility and stab her through the back, as I said in the last video. I believe that would be an instant kill shot. Now, why Tyrian and not Hazel? Well, as I said in the last video, why did she send Tyrian and not Hazel to go get RWBY? Hazel seems to be more of a diplomat. He seems to be the diplomat of the group. Salem's the queen, Hazel's the diplomat. Watts is the technical and intelligence guy. He's the smart, crafty guy with all this technology. He's able to hack things. I think Cinder is just simply, as she said, the girl who wants power. And as Salem refers to her, her key to victory, because Cinder was able to get the maiden's power. So we got the power, the intelligence and tech, the diplomat, and the queen. So then what does that leave Tyrian? Tyrian is the assassin, the killer, the fighter of the group. Sure, Hazel can probably fight and bust some heads, but that doesn't seem to be what he normally wants to do. Watts, we have never seen him fight. We don't know what his weapon is. He's always hacking things or using some type of technology. From what we've seen of him, he isn't much of a fighter either. While Cinder is a great fighter, but Cinder did not know about the silver eyes, therefore that rules her out. That only leaves Salem and Tyrian. And from what we've seen, there is no evidence really to say that Salem could have killed Summer when Ozpin seems to still have full faith that the silver eyes is the key. And he still plans on to probably use RWBY as he planned it on using Team Stark. As to why Ozpin would do these things, well, that is a video for another time. But it is pretty clear to me by the process of elimination and the information we have seen of the show that Tyrian would be the most likely to have killed Summer Rose. Unless Summer died through something else entirely for some other reason without any connection to Salem, I don't see how Tyrian would not have been the one to do it. I choose Tyrian, and I say Tyrian because that seems to be the most logical conclusion to me, because as I've said, Watts isn't much of a fighter. Salem doesn't seem to really do anything unless she has to. Cinder probably was not around at the time. And Hazel, I guess he could have killed Summer, but I really don't see why he would have done that, or how that would have been something that he would even want to do. He clearly is more of a diplomat and wants to handle things more peacefully. He rather go out and convince people to join their side and that it's in their best interest, rather than go out and try to force somebody to do something through fearful displays of power, or to threaten them, or to kill them. That doesn't seem to be how Hazel operates. Now, as to how Tyrian is able to kill Summer, it would mostly be because Summer would be more focused on Salem and the Grimm at the time, that Tyrian would probably straight up cheap shot her. He was not above trying to cheap shot Crow, or using cheap shots against Team Ranger. So he would definitely cheap shot Summer and catch her with the tail like he did Crow when Summer is not expecting it or looking. And then a poisoned, weakened opponent who is a lot slower now because of that, is a lot easier to outmaneuver and then kill with those blades he wears on his wrist. Tyrian killed Summer Rose. I believe that without a shadow of a doubt. But what do you guys think? Do you agree that Tyrian killed Summer Rose? Do you agree with my explanation as to why it was Tyrian and not Hazel or Watts or Salem? Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Tell me down in the comment sections what you think of this and whether or not you do or don't agree with me. And don't forget to subscribe if you want future videos. Until then, I will see you next time.